It's not your imagination. No, you're not black American. You wonder why they call you Jamaican. When you're above all the other nations. It's not your imagination. No, you're not a Haitian. You wonder why they call you Puerto Rican. When you're above all the other nations. It's not your imagination. They just wanna keep us down. They don't wanna see us with the crown.
Welcome back to Four Quarters News. That's right, where the truth speaks. I'm Captain Zakar, and to my left,
Captain Severus.
to my far left,
Officer Zanaya.
and to my right,
Officer Daniel.
and to my far right,
Officer Lael.
and we make up Four
Four
Corners
Corners
News. That's right. Let's get into tonight's main topic. Your boy, Captain Severus.
Come on now.
DJ Trump. He's back at it again,
There you go,
being a good old Edomite.
That's right. Good old America.
Good old American. He's trying. He. The spirit of his ancestors is riling up in him and showing himself as the man of sin in these last days. Not just DJ Trump. I'm talking about the whole race of Edomites.
Bring it up.
They are the man of sin. Go to the article where Trump wants to make us all one people. And let's pull it up. Pull it up, the article. Read that for us, officer.
Atlanta Black Star. Our youth will be taught to love America.
Our youth will be taught to love America. No matter what they do to you, you will love us. That sounds like Toby.
There you go.
Kunta,
There you go.
don't it?
Yeah. Kill out all the older folks and start fresh with the young generation. All right?
Yeah,
They'll see
Willie
us as
Lynch.
parents and love us
Yep.
and hate themselves.
Go back to it.
Our youth will be taught to love America. Trump vows to restore patriotic education
Ooh.
and schools to counter the narrative that nation is wicked and racist.
It is wicked and racist.
Right.
Ah.
Trump, look at that, man. See, hey, y'all don't know this, but God is dealing with Trump.
Bring it out.
The words that come out of Trump's mouth is nothing but fuel to the fire for prophets, man.
Right.
He's wicked and racist, man. That's all we need to hear.
on, stop.
Precepts fall off the top of our head. Wicked, racist. Oh, yeah, we got precepts for days. Thank you, Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I like to thank you.
We appreciate you.
I'd shake his hand at first. Like, I'd like to
DJ
thank you
Trump.
for being the wicked that you
There
are.
you
Thank you.
go. Right.
You make FCA what it is.
DJ.
You make FCA what it is, man.
DJ Trump on the
He's
ones
trying
and
to
twos.
counter the. Go back to it. I want to make sure I get it right. I don't want to mess it up. Go back up. It says he wants to counter the narrative that the nation is wicked and racist. That is what this place is.
Right.
Oh man.
And that message alone let him know he know it's true.
There you go.
That's why he got to counteract it. That's
Right,
why he got to
right.
come up with things to counter it.
Yeah. A whole curriculum. This is a whole curriculum, right?
Yeah.
So they got to create a whole curriculum to counteract all the atrocities all the bones that they buried of our ancestors.
Damn.
Cap,
Oh,
you know what
that's
that
amazing.
even falls into? That falls into his pride, saying, I'm going to rewrite history.
Ooh, that's a good
Right
point. He
before-
gonna rewrite
Right before
history.
your eyes. That goes into his pride, that's saying, God, I know the Bible says I'm wicked as hell.
But I'm gonna change your mind.
But,
I-
nigga, I'm not.
But he gonna do this. We not wicked and racist.
There you go.
Not wicked
We
and
not wicked and
racist.
racist. This is the best time that it's ever been for black people.
can't
Look at all the
understand
jobs
that
that y'all don't have.
Right.
And you know what our people do? Y'all are not
You're
wicked.
right.
You are right.
You're
Y'all are
right,
not
Trump.
wicked.
Come on now.
Go back to the article. Go to the article and let's read that. Just read that right there with his red face.
On Thursday, September 17th, President Donald Trump announced that he would establish a new commission purposed with restoring pro-American education to schools across the nation. Speaking from the National Archives Museum in Washington during the first ever White House Conference on American History.
Oh man, the way you said that, man, I thought it was a KKK rally. You
man.
said he said white conference, white is White House, but he's white conference. I thought it was it is a KKK rally. You're right.
you know
They just
that.
got on suits and ties.
There you go.
Right.
Gangsters.
That's it.
Go back to it. The White House. Where we at?
White House Conference on American History. Trump said he would sign the executive order.
An executive order, like you will do this. Go ahead.
To create the 1776 commission,
Wow.
which will work to counter the idea that America is wicked and racist nation
Read that.
by promoting patriot education.
Patriotic education. It says we must clear away the twisted web of lies in our schools and classrooms and teach our children the magnificent truth about our country, the president said. You want to know the magnificent truth of this country? It's found in Deuteronomy 28.
That's right.
That's where the magnificent truth of this country is found. But you know what? For him to counteract this with the 1776 commission, right? For him to go out of his way and make an executive order. That means he's signing into law. That means he's skipping Congress. That means he's skipping the Senate. He said, this will be done. You know what that means? That 1619 project is nothing but the truth.
Right.
It's doing damage.
It's doing damage and it's revealing. Go to it. Go to it, Thessalonians, man. It is revealing who they are in these last days, and he's got to hurry up and scramble.
There you go. Yep.
Because that 1619 project been out for some months now, about 10 months now. And as soon as it started making headway, they're like, hey, we got to hurry up and come up with something real quick. Give me that in Thessalonians about the wicked.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3.
Yep.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Until Israel go into captivity. Read.
And that man of sin be revealed.
That's what Trump is trying to hide. He said we got to counteract what has been taught about this wicked and racist nation. Because if you teach the history of this nation, it will reveal the man of sin.
Right. Get out.
Cap, he's trying to hide his judgment, basically.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
You can't do that. You cannot do that. Hey, jump down to verse 8. Because once that man of sin is revealed, it's going to let you know who he is. Read verse 8.
Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed.
That wicked man is the man of sin. That man of sin is that wicked man, and that wicked man is the ruler in America, Babylon the Great.
That's right. That's right.
Him and all his people. This is the land of the wicked.
That's right. To hide that wicked and racist history.
Yeah, exactly right. They trying to conceal that, but you can't do that. Why? Because the Spirit of the Lord is here. It has came back and has woken up the prophets in the last days, and we're going to the Lord, man, this is the thing about it. People be using the internet for wickedness, and the Lord is using it to gather in his elect.
That's right.
By the masses.
Right. So he used this to entrap us, to cast a spell. But guess what? The Lord is using that same weapon right against them.
Heavy
Beautiful.
point, man. Go back to the article. Go back to the article real quick. Read that. The left
has warped, distorted, and defiled the American story with deceptions, falsehoods, and lies. There's no better example that the New York Times totally discredited 1619 project.
I'm telling you, if you don't know about that 1619 project, go and do your research on it. It goes into detail about the stuff they don't put in school systems of what they did to us in slavery. Go back to it. Read that.
The New York Times unveiled the 1619 project in August of last year.
Go ahead.
In commemoration of the date on which the first Africans were brought to the shores of Virginia as slaves. The ongoing project seeks to reframe the country's history by placing the consequences of slavery and the contributions of Black Americans at the very center of our national narrative.
So this is the thing. This is why whenever the white man says something, you got to be like, oh, yeah, that's a lie. because they act like America wasn't built on the backs of
There you
slaves.
Right.
It was built on the backs of blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians in the damn cotton fields.
Right.
It ain't like we just popped through osmosis. We got over here in 1970.
Ta-da.
During the civil, black people didn't come to America until the civil rights era. Nigga, please.
Right.
They set it up as if we just came. Oh, don't worry. We're going to put these chains on and we're going to help you pick this cotton.
Right.
You stay on the porch and let us drink your lemonade. Go ahead. No. You want my wife? Go ahead. You can have her.
Crazy,
That's what
man.
they set it up as.
Hey,
I'm
but this is
telling
what you can't be fooled. This is the same thing that his ancestor did when they called themselves the Greeks. Give it to me. First Maccabees chapter 1.
Bring
Bring
it
it
out.
out.
First Maccabees chapter 1, and I want to read verse 1 because this is for all the what Bishop called disgusting Christians out there that don't think that the Bible is a historical book. It's only a spiritual and faithful book.
Bring it
No, the
out.
Bible is a historical book just as much as it is a spiritual book.
Right.
Read that in verse 1.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Bring it
And
out.
it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian,
Alexander the Great. Read on.
who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
He was the first king to unite all of the Edomites, right? The first king over Greece. Jump over to verse 9 to show you what happened when all these Greeks got together and they came on the same page. What happened in the earth? Verse 9.
Verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth.
Evils were multiplied in the earth. You know what the evils mean? Sins were multiplied in the earth. That's why in Thessalonians called him what? The man of sin. Hey, jump over to verse 41, because this is the same thing Trump do. He said, our kids will be patriotic. Come hell or high water, and we're going to start in the school system, and we're going to brainwash them, so when they get older, they're going to be proudly, they go to, what they do, put their hand over their heart?
Proudly.
Pledge
Right,
of allegiance.
pledge,
Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. Come
on now, dog.
Did you have to sing it, Captain Severus? You had to sing it? I had to sing it.
I'll say it.
I'm a straight Judy.
Yeah, I
Levi
know you
didn't
had
have
to.
to sing it.
I
He
know you had
had
to
to
sing
sing
it.
Levi
it.
didn't
They
understand
made
English.
proud to be an American.
Nah, Levi
I
didn't
pledge allegiance to the flag. They made us do
Oh,
that, man. And hey, you used to remember you used to get in trouble if you didn't stand up for the Pledge of
Yeah, you
Allegiance.
did.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did.
Didn't
They'll
one
send you to
kid get
detention.
jacked up? He got
They-
jacked up by
They
the
do
CSI.
what, officer?
They'll send you to detention
Yup.
and
What?
eventually expel you.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yes, man. They was brainwashing Judah here in
Man,
Babylon
hey,
the
man,
Great,
I feel
man.
bad for y'all.
And you had to put your hand over your heart. I think later on when I was about to get up out of high school, they said you didn't have to put your hand over your heart because there was a lot of fuss, but you at least had to stand up and salute their idol called the American flag.
Oh, man.
They made us do it, man. All praises for the spell breaker
That's
called
right.
the Holy Bible.
That's
right.
That's the spell breaker.
They Kaepernick us.
Oh, yeah, they Kaepernicked us before
Damn.
Kaepernick. Damn. Hey, read that in verse 41.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 41.
Uh-huh.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
That all should be one people. Trump is the modern day King Antiochus.
Ain't that the executive order?
Yeah. All
Right.
should be one
One
people.
people, right.
All should be American. All should love America. Read on.
And everyone should leave his laws.
Leave whatever heritage you have.
right.
Leave whatever upbringing you think you have and support our country. It's not even your country, our country.
Right.
Read on.
So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
And then Moabites and them, and them let me use the words that everybody understand. Them Chinese
Bring it
and
out.
them
Bring it out.
Japanese and all them Russians, whenever they come here, they are fully Americanized. And you know what happens to Negroes that are asleep here in America and Hispanics and Native Indians? We become fully Americanized. We consent to the way of the heathen. And you know how we consent as a people? You know what? Now, I know some of us got jobs and stuff where we can't stay home, but everybody work 2 jobs. You know how we fully consent to the ways of the heathen and agree when your kids come home? You don't teach them nothing about their own history. They go to social studies class for middle school for, how long you in middle school? I don't forget.
What, 3
6th,
years?
7th, 8th grade?
3
years.
Yeah.
And then you go to high school and you go to you get more social studies class for 4 years. And then you might get the elective of Black Pan-African history in college if you go to a HBCU. Put the camera on him right there. If you go to a HBCU, now here's the moment of truth. Officer Sazadai, don't look at me, look at the camera.
Yeah, look at the camera, because you brought that out
When
earlier,
you
too.
went to your HBCU,
Yes, sir.
did you take the elective of African American Studies, Pan-African classes in your HBCU?
I believe I did. I believe I did, but I just didn't care at that moment.
Damn!
Oh, wow.
I was in college. I wasn't thinking about that.
Unbelievable.
I was really legit thinking about how to make money. That was it. that was it. And just trying to get about the struggle. You're not thinking about your
So
history.
you was fully engulfed in the way of the heathen, and it was the Lord that saved you out of that thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He was trying to get the American dream, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Trying to get that money.
Yeah.
The money that got his oppressor's picture on it.
You can take
You
it
see
off
that?
of you, man.
It was so bad. Go back. Let me just tell my story.
Nah, I don't want to hear your story. I don't want to hear it.
We don't want to hear it.
Hey,
my
Try to make
testimony.
excuse.
hey,
Say my testimony.
hey, read on down on that, verse 43.
Verse 43. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Uh-huh.
For the king had sent
Hey,
letters.
jump up to verse 48. The reason why all this happened?
Verse 48. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
That's what Trump wants the black people in America to do. He wants us to leave our kids unclean, uncircumcised, and follow all their abominable ways. You know what some of them abominable ways are? Christmas.
Bring it out.
What's coming up
Bring it
here?
out. Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
The hell is this?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The hell is
4th of July.
Christmas now.
the hell is this?
President's Day.
The hell is this?
Cross-gendered day in school.
Oh, man.
The hell is this?
The hell is this? Hey, read verse 49.
To the end they might forget the law.
To the end they might forget their nationality and be what? And be just like us. And you know the worst part about it is, though, Cap? The worst part about it is that it's always what do you call him in the script? That wretched Jason.
Oh, man.
Jason, that wretched. It's always one of our people willing to be a traitor to his own kind.
Here we go.
Pull up the other article. Pull up the other article of
Here we go.
what was that dude named Stink Meaner?
Yeah.
On Boondocks.
Boondock.
Pull up Stink Meaner, man.
We got to
Pull it up and play the video. Pull the video
Cool
of
train
Stink
is
Meaner
coming.
and the rest of the
Cool
damn
train is
rejects.
coming.
Turn him up.
A lot of the problems that we're facing today are the legacy of slavery. It's a shadow of slavery and Jim Crow. Nothing is more lethal than to convey to a people that they have an exemption from personal responsibility.
He says it's
What you'll see in the
anti-America
magazine, if you haven't
propaganda.
read it, is that you can look across almost every aspect of American life, whether you think it has to do with slavery or
She's
not.
the sister
And
that
through
wrote
very
it.
rigorous scholarship, we were going to show you that
She's
it
the
does.
creator of the 1619 Project.
It defines America as being incurably racist.
It is!
And very simply put, that all white people are beneficiaries of privilege
Yes!
and also are victimizers, and all blacks are victims.
What the hell? See, that's that.
There's a big question out there, and that's how the history of slavery and Jim Crow relate to the contemporary circumstances of African Americans.
The idea of national memory. What the 1619 Project is doing is trying to subvert that national memory and that idea of who we have.
Race grievance really is an exemption from personal responsibility, and 1619 is the culmination of that.
Real quick, stop. Go back to First Maccabees. Jump to verse 56 real quick, because this is what's happening. That's, was it 17? What now?
76 commission.
Commission. This is what they're doing right now. Read that, verse 56.
First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 56.
Bring it out.
And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law.
The books of the law. Why? Because the books of the law would remind us the atrocities that happened to us, why we went into slavery, and for what we need to do to redeem ourselves.
Bring it out. Read. Which they found. They burnt them with fire.
That's exactly what they're trying to do. They want to burn our history. They want to burn it so we can forget.
That's heavy right there. And it's not even the Bible now, but they've changed it up with the NIV and stuff. That 1776 promise stuff right there, they are going to, now that they've got that to counteract the 1619 project, there will be no doubt your kids will come home with some homework on that 1776 project. Name all the white presidents.
Right.
And while you at it, just to make sure you don't think we racist, name all the good Negroes that helped push black people in the better direction. Don't name Malcolm X though. Don't put him on there.
Right.
Don't put Fred Hampton. Don't put them people on there.
Don't you do it, Black Panther.
Okay.
Go ahead, officer.
You know what that reminds me of? Remember the statement where you gotta kill the Indian and keep the man? That's basically what they're doing. Because if you etch out our history, now when we go in the streets to try to teach Deuteronomy 28, slavery never happened. No, this is about all equality, all fairness. And this is the type of response that you're gonna have to get, thus disconnecting you from the Lord. Thus disconnecting you from being an Israelite, further putting us back to sleep.
Hey, that's a good point you bring out. But check this. Go to Isaiah 29 and read verse 14, because they are trying to do this, even getting our own people to side against us. Right? Talking about it's a farce that America is built on slavery. It is. Damn it.
The hell is this?
Read that verse 14. Isaiah 29:14. Although they try to do all of that, look what God says in the scripts. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among
God
this
said,
people.
I'm going to do a marvelous work. A marvelous work in these last days. They're going to try to do everything they can to keep us from waking up that we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Because that's 1619 and Deuteronomy 28. Oh, it goes together like two peas in a pod. Like white on rice. Like stink on. Read the scripture again. Read the scripture again, man.
Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people. Even a marvelous work and a wonder.
It's going to be a marvelous wonder that people going to be like, damn it, how did 144,000 of these people wake the hell up? How did they become an exceeding great army? We did everything we could, even in the school system, and it still didn't stop the hand of God. Because it's a marvelous work that no man, not even DJ Trump, can stop. Finish it out.
For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish.
The wisdom of the wise man is what? 1619 come out? 1776 compromise. That's the wisdom of the wise man. We're going to brainwash them with this. Read on.
And the understanding of the prudent men shall be hid.
Why? How's it going to be hid? Because the prophets of God is going to keep bringing out the word, going to bring out precept upon precept, history upon history, book after book, until those that don't even know about it going to be like, damn, that does make sense. I am an Israelite according to the Bible.
That's right.
Let me repent.
Right.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.